Hi and welcome to this video on the decision tree method that is used in decision making and risk analysis. Decision tree is a tool that can mathematically model a decision and all its possible outcomes based on the probability of each outcome and the impact of that outcome. Decision tree can be used when you are making a decision that has different options. This can be at project management level when you are making a decision to buy from supplier A or supplier B, but also can be used when you are making a decision for your real life situations. Um, Going to a trip and you have different options, different alternatives, you can use the decision tree also in these scenarios. So now let's look at a simple example so that we can see how the decision tree can be used and can feel the benefit of it. In this scenario, you need to select one of these two projects to start. So if you'd like, take a few seconds and pause this video. Look at the facts and the information provided for each option, and then think which one is better. In one side, you can see that project A has higher stakes, higher cost, but also higher return. On the other side, project B has higher level of uncertainty. Someone can say project B looks riskier, we will not do it. Someone else can say project A looks more costly, so let's take project B. So you can see that using just depending on feelings and intuition, we can have disagreements and it can be harder to make decision. Decision tree can back up you in these scenarios. So now look at the visual for the decision tree. What we do is that we put the decision and the possible outcomes on branches. So here we have two paths, two alternatives. For each alternative, we look at the different outcomes. Now, we do the math. The formula is simple. Multiply the probability times the impact. We do that for each outcome. As we go backward, we add all the positive returns and deduct all the costs, expenses, losses. The final result is the EMV, the expected monetary value. We do the same for the next alternative. And now we can see the difference between the two options. Project A has expected monetary value of $5,000, while Project B has higher EMV. Accordingly, the wise decision in this scenario would be to go with Project B. And now your decision is not based on intuition and feeling, but it is backed up with facts and numbers. Now, on the other side, we talked about the bright side of decision tree, but on the other side, it has a big drawback. As you can see, adding any additional alternative or uncertainty multiplies the number of branches. So the number of branches in the decision tree can grow exponentially with each decision or each alternative you add. That is really time consuming. Not only that, but imagine you have already built your decision tree and it has 200 branches. After finishing it, you are discussing with your team and then you figure out that the market success rate, for example, or probability should be 60%, not 70%. Now you need to look at this decision tree with the 200 branches and look for each instance this probability is mentioned and update it. Then you need to recalculate all the branches as you go. That is a huge effort and time consuming and also error prone. That's why there is another tool that can be used in these kind of scenarios and in real life decisions. So when you have more alternatives, it can fit better, which is the influence diagram. Influence diagram, I have seen it in several engineering management exams in the previous years for professional engineers of Ontario. So I'm intending to create a separate video discussing it and hopefully we'll post it soon. Now, thanks for watching and let me know in the comments if you have any questions or suggestions for topics that you'd like me to discuss in the next videos. Thanks and have a good day.